What's up, everybody? This is the pre-market analysis of January 24th London session. This is Friday, uh, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time. I'm doing this video right now before I start streaming when the session hits. Because I want to get a brownie and I need to start recording these videos again. But yeah, so I gotta do this first before I get my brownie. Which is bullshit, by the way, but it's okay. Um, so the weekly is coming above this weekly high. We don't really know if it's retracing or if it's gonna close above to reach for this one, and we'll figure that out in the next 14 hours if it closes above. So let's go on the daily. Daily broke structure here. There's this opening gap. Um, Price is yet to reach this daily high. There's a daily gap right here. Price could retrace to before going to the high. So still in between. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna delete these. 4 hour. You have a gap right here. A 4 hour bullish fair value gap followed by a inverse fair value gap. That got this one also got touched, but the gap didn't get touched. Um, you have this gap that got tapped into, and then it came up into this. No, it didn't come up into this gap yet. Did it go into something? No, it didn't. So as the price came into this gap, it did have a reaction upwards, but not into any gap, like this 30-minute gap. So I think it's safe to say we can go for just based off of this liquidity. Because if price sweeps this sell side, and it's gonna go to buy side, or if price just shoots up to buy side first, it'll be better for sells because that'll be going with the overall trend, I think. Because there's this 30-minute gap that hasn't been touched, and then if the liquidity gets swept while going into the gap, it's good. It's a good duo from my experience. We also have this 15-minute gap that we could probably take a trade from right now, but I really want my brownie. And instead of admitting to that, I'm gonna just say I'm gonna wait until my trading time because that's what you should do. But this is the same concept as above here, except it's 15-minute liquidity and a 30-minute gap. This is 5 minute or 15-minute liquidity slash 5 minute liquidity and a 15-minute gap. So depending where this 5 minute close in this next minute, above this high, it's gonna tell us if it's going above or below. But if it's going below, then we can actually look for a solid sell model. So we're gonna see that in the next 45 seconds. So I'm just gonna start streaming. How do I start this? Start. Wait, how do I change the? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Wait, I didn't end it though, did I? Why didn't it make the join noise? Okay, whatever, it's working. So now we need a low and then price to break below or close below. What the fuck? Excuse my language, but what is this? What is this? Yes. S&P chart. It's disgusting. Um, okay, maybe we could look on the 2 minute, see if there's something. Okay, there's that gap right there. From here to here. Yo, what up, bro? I'm recording right now, and I just remembered that I'm not sharing my screen. What's up, bro? How you been? I'm recording right now, so if I didn't mention that. So if, in case we're thinking about the same topic. But I just explained, I started recording this video like 10 minutes ago, so I could get a pre-market analysis, so that way I could pause the recording and then get my brownie and then eat it, but it's not going like that. So I just want to eat my brownie, bro. No, but look, I want to show you something. Look at this. What is this 1 minute chart on ES? Wait, no, this isn't the 1 minute chart. This is, look at this, bro. What do you think about this? This is the 1 minute chart on the S&P 500. Like, look at the amount of equal highs. Is that not crazy? Also, is there like news today or something? How's your trading been going, bro? Nice. I'm still trying to pass my funded account. Look, that's smart. Oh, you mean like the Solana meme coin? Those crypto futures? I don't know that. On what? Trading what? Like what would you like? What would you trade? Would you trade like meme coins or would you trade like solid like projects and stuff? Like Cardano and shit. I see. What the deck screener? Oh, Bluffin. You know what? TJR trades on, but it's part of Bluffin. It's fine. Bro, I want this brownie so bad, bro. But I'm looking for buys right now. Um, depending where this 15-minute candle closes, but we still have another. Never mind, we don't. Fuck! I'm getting a brownie, bro. I'll be right back. I'm pausing the. My spidey senses started tingling, and then I sensed that there's gonna be a trade. Because this 15-minute candle is wicking like crazy, which is good, but this 5-minute candle closed. Because it wicked up here, then closed. And you have this power of three continuation. It might just go up though into this gap. Because this gap hasn't been touched. And there's no divergence. There's no 1 minute turtle soup. If there's a 1 minute turtle soup, should I think I should go for buys or sells? Because this is what was happening the other day and I got really confused. Because the 5 minute is telling me bearish, but the 15 minutes telling me bullish. It's gonna tell me if it's bearish or bullish. So I'll just wait for the, yeah. Well, overall, if you, hmm so it tapped into this 15-minute gap. And then now it's making a 5 minute. So when price taps into this 5 minute, I'll look for sells. But I would want this 15-minute candle to close below this low for me to be more comfortable doing that. So in the meantime, I'm gonna actually no, because I could get an entry up here. This order block. I mean the breaker block. Oh no, I think how far? Because you have this inversion gap here. That's a 18 to, but it's definitely gonna hit up here. But it's just that's a big stop loss, I feel like, for a 1.5. Full risk. I can't even do 16, wait. Take profit here. Boom. Or maybe I do 7 here, but then where would the stop loss be? So let's say, what would, because half would have to go there. Okay, that got rejected. Yeah, I want a market order. Stop loss here. Take profit there. Stop loss 21.95. 21, no, 21.995. 7, 5 is like half. Yeah, that's half. It's doing that bullshit again, bro. When last time I did this, so I placed a sell limit order too close to where price was, and it like glitched or something, so now it's not gonna let me. Damn, look how close price was to my entry, bro. That'd be fucked if price just dips. Wait, please, okay, it's gonna let me move that. Damn, that's crazy. That would have been a perfect. Oh, I guess I should have thought about that. Just having a perfect 150 stop loss. Damn. I mean, it still didn't hit my. Because if we go on the NASDAQ, the 2 minute, it didn't touch the 2 minute inversion. So I was waiting for this inversion to be my entry. But okay, I should have been in a trade right here too. But it's not letting me do the thing. 29.95.5. And then risking that to take profit. 21,975.75. What's the risk to reward? Is that even a? That's a big stop loss, bro. Okay, so I guess my stop loss, but that high might get swept. Because it made a low. And then I'm just gonna wait for my entry to hit. Because it didn't hit yet. But if it goes, that's gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. But another sell that we could do with half risk would be the stop loss at this high, which should be 21,990. And then that, but it's like that's a one-to-one right now. So it's not like something I would like to do, but we'll see. Price has swept these lows. But I wonder if it's even gonna let me put this order in. 'Cause I don't think it is. Is it gonna go up, please? Half risk. That's about half. Yeah, but it's doing this again. Okay, well, I guess we're just waiting. It's gonna do that, bro, like for the whole time. That's crazy. So I guess I can move this, but still it didn't hit the. No, it's coming back. It's coming back. What if I bring this down to like 13? And then I bring this down here. Please just hit it, bro. Oh my goodness. I should have been tapped in, bro. And my phone is dropping and shit, bro. Like, this is what happens. Oh, damn, what up, bro? Huh? Who? Oh, I don't know. Hey, we got tapped in. Perfect. Technically, our entry is here, which price didn't hit yet. I do want price to hit that. So we're in 11 contracts. I'm gonna put my first take profit here. So I'm gonna put a buy limit. And then, yeah. What's 11 divided by 2? That's like 6 and 5. So I'll take 6 out here. And then I'm not gonna change that one yet because it's gonna change all of this. But this, there we go. Now price hit my actual entry. So now, but one thing about this is that price swept this. It's just I'm going off of the 5 minute. But this 5 minute gap got disrespected like a motherfucker, bro. Yeah, but I used it in the wrong direction, I think, in my opinion. So I think when price comes here, because price wants to go up. I wasn't paying attention to the 15 minute because the 15 minute it wicked down below, down here. The liquidity sweeps and all that, I just look at the higher time frame. So okay, so you see no, so you see all these other these gaps and shit. This is the futures chart on the left, and this is the Nasdaq, and this is the Nasdaq on a regular, just the Nasdaq regular. It's a lot more cleaner, but it should. I usually have it for ES, which is the S&P, which is used in Confluence when people trade the Nasdaq, if that makes sense. They use them in Confluence. They use them to what's it called? I don't know what that word is called. Like, I'm trying. No, I just don't know the basic word for this. So, okay, so let's look at where buys would be. Because this is, I don't know, because 5 minute, but the 5 minute gap also disappeared, which I didn't notice. Um, yeah, I did. That's what this is the profit and loss right now. So right now we entered off of this 2 minute gap, inversion gap. But with the, well, that's what I put down, yeah. But I think this is going up because of the 15 minute. I wasn't paying attention to that. Bro, I just wanted that brownie so fucking bad. Bro, that brownie was good, bro. Like that brownie, my mom made it. This is fire, bro. Homemade brownie. The brownie that a brownie, bro. What type of brownies are you talking about? No, no, I'm not talking about fun brownies, bro. I'm not talking about those brownies. I don't like those brownies. They never work. What am I lying? They never work. Never ever. But I think this was another thing that I think price could keep going up into this 30-minute gap because it almost got tapped into, but it didn't get tapped into. So technically I could be going for buys into this 30-minute gap, which is probably what I should be doing, but it's not what I'm doing. The guy who left, I took his advice. No, I'm kidding. I was actually bearish. So I was looking for some at first, but I left to get that brownie and then I didn't pay attention to the 15-minute. Where's my phone, by the way? I dropped it. I did. Bro, there's so many like robots on Discord that add me. That was fast. Okay. I'm I'm looking for buys. Oh, let me delete this. Yeah, so that was my stop loss. So what a stop loss does is it oh, okay, perfect. Brian, do you know what a stop loss is? N- Yeah, like so you don't lose more than what you would want to lose. Yeah. That was 150. So that was 0.25% of the account. Yeah. That's what I was explaining like during that whole thing. I don't know if you heard anything I said, but no, yeah, I thought it was bearish because this 5-minute was closing and I was gonna pay attention to the 15-minute candle close because if this body closed below this high, where this is MSS, but it's not, yeah, this low. This is a low because this wick is lower than the two wicks next to it. Like that. Mm, which pattern? The candlesticks? So using the concepts like the gaps and the highs and lows, I'm coming to the conclusion based on the nature of those concepts. And a lot of so the nature of the concepts meaning like what happens when price touches into one of these zones, which is called a concept. So like this 30-minute box is a gap, a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap. So the nature, yeah, it's 30 minutes worth of price action. It represents an area of what's called internal liquidity that price is kind of magnetized to. So so you see that this price came down here, and you see this X with the line right here. Where this line starts right here, that's the low. This is what's called a low. This 15-minute candle right here, it came below this low and it wicked all the way down and came back up, meaning it closed above. So you see this body, this red bold rectangle? The bottom of this is where price closed. If price closed below here, it would tell me that price wants to keep going down, but since it just swept this area, it's telling me it wants to go back up. So the relationship between this low and this gap is that this low is considered external liquidity. And so when external liquidity gets swept, it goes for internal liquidity. And when internal liquidity gets tapped, it goes for external liquidity. So, yeah, sure. Internal just meaning these gaps specifically, and external just meaning like highs and lows that are on the higher time frames, if that makes sense. So now that price tap, there's a 30-minute gap here. Now that price tapped into this 30-minute gap, which actually I didn't see, um, we could look for sells again, depending what happens with this 5-minute candle. Because if this 5-minute candle closes above this high, then that means price wants to keep going up. But if it closes below, then that means price wants to go down. And in that case, we would look for sells. Yeah. So usually I would just do one trade per session to minimize the risk, but for the sake of learning and live action, I'm gonna just keep trading. But I usually just, but it's good to trade one time. One trade per se, 1 to 2. Because you could trade like a full sizing, meaning like my full sizing is that 150. And then if you lose that one, then you can trade again, but half size it. So it'd be 75. And then if you win, like the first trade you do, then just let it be. Like you're done for the session. So these lines that I'm making, these are all highs. Because the this wick is higher than the wick of the wicks to the left and right. You can see that here. So these are potential areas that price could like that price wants to go to. So back to the topic of the nature of a concept, this 30-minute bearish gap, the nature of a bearish gap is like this. So where is this one? So it's like this. Price has this extension, it makes a gap. Price comes into it. Price can go above or below in the candle, but if the candle closes above, then this gap is inversed. And what price does is it comes back down to it as a inverse fair value gap, and then it goes up. So that's what happens if price doesn't do what it quote unquote should do in a bearish gap situation, which would be just to tap into the gap. It would come down, make the gap, retrace into it, and then continue down. So those are the two situations that could happen. I mean, it's just based off of an algorithm, allegedly, that has been studied over the years by certain people, and they just, yeah, theory. It's just based off of percentages. It's just someone think about it like this. Someone did these charts for a long time and then they just looked at patterns. I was going somewhere with this, but I forgot where I was going. But yeah, it's just the algorithm that someone studied and then they found a high win percentage that in a way that you could like make money off of this as a living and then they just made it publicized. Um, I'm not sure why it does it in this particular way. That's something like you would have to ask the person who like actually created the algorithm, I'd assume. Maybe. I don't know, maybe there is an explanation, but I don't have it, that's for sure. But like as far as the liquidity, it's not only the market makers, it's just like London session that like this time right now is when people in London are waking up and they're getting on the markets and their stock exchanges opening and they're trading. So there's a lot of volatility. And they're also trading the top 100 companies in America. You know what I mean? So obviously the Nasdaq is gonna have some type of fluctuation or volatility. But yeah, that's yep. So just focusing on this 30-minute price came all the way up here. It worked back down. It probably retraced back into something. I'm not sure what though. Probably this order block. It might be coming for this. I don't know. But huh? There's a lot of boxes. No, because it's a 30-minute box, so we have to base it off of the 30-minute candle. The 5-minute can close above or below, but it's still within this 30-minute candle that's determining if it wants to go up or down. But also based off of there's this as well. So the same thing happened on the 15-minute. There's a bearish gap that got closed above, and now price is tapping into an inverse. And now there's probably some type of sell model you can get somewhere. So I could be yeah, I could bet it'd be smart to wait for the 30-minute to really determine it, but if you're trying to like trade within a trade, if that makes sense, you could go lower and see what's going on. So this 15-minute is showing me it's bullish because it just closed above this bearish fair value gap, inversing it. And so it closed above, now it's coming back into it to retesting it. Now you see it's like coming back up a little bit. But I think it's still gonna come down below a little bit more. Mm. Based on the nature of inversion fair value gap, yeah, but obviously at the end of the day, the market is gonna do what it wants to do, which is why you don't win 100% of the trades you take. So it could just keep going down. But the reason why I also think it's gonna go up is because there's this 30-minute gap from early that I mentioned that I think is gonna get tapped into eventually. And so I think this is the start of the move that's gonna go up. So this would be a good place to look for buys, but there's not enough confirmation yet. So so if I'm looking for buys right now, which I am, I want to wait for this low to get swept. Um, I could show you if it happens, but it's not happening right now yet. Um, at this point. So the bottom of this line is right here. So I'm just waiting for a pattern to show up and then I'd be entering. So my entry would probably be something like this. something like that. So this is I mean it could be not all the time. No, no. Mm, maybe I want this gap to. I'm gonna wait for this gap to form first. So I'll be looking for an entry here soon. You could enter now if you wanted to, but I'm waiting for this full gap to form. And this gap got closed, so I don't know. Me personally, right now, I'd wait, bro. I am hungry, like crazy hungry, bro. What is going on? Going based off of my rules, I could be trading off of this, but um, yeah, I'll do that. What is this? What is this? 17. -8. Okay. Based off of this small ass gap, but technically the gap did get touched, so I'm not gonna lie, I might have missed it, but it's fine. Full risk again. There. We're in it to win it. Now I'm gonna let this go and I'm gonna go finish my brownie. I'll be back. Wait, I gotta set my so sell lim no, it's fine. This is why you set your limits. Eh, I don't really think this is gonna win, to be honest. I just really want my brownie, bro. I'll be back. This is fine. This is fine. I'm trading strictly off of statistics. The strategy is as perfect as your psychology is, bro. If you're coming into the charts not ready to get into the charts, it's gonna affect your performance. You know what I mean? So like there's certain things you do and don't do before and after and before you trade. You know what I mean? There's certain things you could do. Um, sure, shit, anything that distracts you, bro. Like literally, if I wasn't hungry, no effects. No, but bro, like the beginning of January was fire, bro. Like for the markets, it was just so smooth. Like, bro, the first 2 or 3 weeks, which was all of the trades from that video, from this video. Where's my this one? The start of the year to the 16th, all of those days were like 2.5 weeks. There was like probably 3 losses. That's crazy, bro. Like the price action was so smooth. But no, this is gonna lose. But this is fine. But what were you guys talking about? The money? You said it depends how much money you have. What price could do is I might have should have waited until price came into, because price is gonna tap into this first and then go. Yeah, bro, I'm too, no, okay. Unless it's just sweeping this low. No, no, but how long is this video? It's 42 minutes. Yeah, after this trade, I'm gonna, dip out of the recording. I'll be on Discord though. I have a few things to do. Oh shit, it's done. Thank God, bro. I mean, shit. When you predict the markets, there's not much to say, bro. I just like I just said that price gonna tap into this. It's gonna liquidate my position, which is what I was in, which is where my stop loss is, and then it's gonna shoot up into this 30-minute gap. And what is it? Like this is like it's not much to commentate over, you know what I mean? And anything I do commentate over, it's like I mean anything I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's just like boring. This could also be an entry. No, yeah, that's what I want to do with the this is a big ass stop loss cut. That's what I was gonna do. I wanted to what's it called? I was gonna should I take this trade? I think this is gonna win based off of probability. This is what you don't do in trading. So like that series that I'm making, yeah, don't do that. Anyways, half risk. Exactly. This is what not to do. Yeah, anyways. So any anyways, besides no bro, but like what's been awesome about doing that series though is that I actually started editing my this I feel like I'm fishing through tabs. This I made the logo, bro. Like this was I made this with AI, but this is kinda cool. How's that doing? Okay, I'm gonna let that go. What not to do when trading. Like it got me into editing like thumbnails and shit, bro. I don't know. I didn't think that would happen. But nah, if I was, if it closes below, yeah, you're right. But no, if you were going for buys, that's what was tough though, because if this was a 5 minute turtle, like if this 5 minute candle closed above here, it would have been a better confirmation for me to buy, but I wasn't comfortable buying. There goes that loss. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this recording, bro.